The movie reviewed in this episode is rated R. Listener discretion is advised.
Third time's the charm. Let's do it.
Third time's the charm. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Scary Movie Nights podcast, a bi-weekly podcast where the scares are real, but the friendships are realer. Oh. Today, we will be discussing Fear Street Part 3, 1666, released in 2021. All right? Okay, this is the last one, so the numbers won't be as confusing anymore moving forward, hopefully.
It feels like very full circle moment, to do
Honestly,
the third one.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because we, every other one we do a classic, so it's kind of wow, we're finishing this
I know, for real. 5 episodes in, y'all, and
This side
it's
quest.
finally over. That's Mariana.
That's Joan.
And we are your hosts for the night. But first, Mariana, let me ask you, what had you frolicking under the moonlight this week?
Ooh, love. My wonderful partner, husband, Logan, and I just celebrated our 3-year wedding anniversary. He's just the best, and I'm so grateful for him. And actually, I remembered our anniversary because Joan told me about it.
I think it was 2 days before, Sunday.
It was, but we were set to record. We had agreed on Tuesday, I think. And Joan texted me and he was like, hey, isn't that y'all's wedding anniversary?
No. I meant to ask you. I was like, when can we record this week? I know Tuesday's your anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not so. I thought we had already planned to do it on Tuesday.
No.
Anyway, thank you for reminding us that it was our wedding.
You are welcome.
That was
Did you dress up and take pictures again?
No. Okay.
What?
I think we should do it today or maybe tomorrow, but we got home late and we were tired, but we did go to dinner to the restaurant we always go to, and that was really lovely.
Okay, nice.
So we kept that tradition, but we got home and we had eaten so much food, and we got 2 desserts.
Nice.
So I was like, I don't think I can put that dress on right now.
What was your dessert, though? Let me ask.
So we went to Gloria's Latin Cuisine.
Love.
And we got, we low-key, we got tricked. Because I wanted to get flan, because I love flan.
Yeah, the flan's good
And the waiter was like, hey, if you guys get the flan, I'll give it to you for free, and then you can get a second dessert. And I was like, okay, let's do the flan and the churros. They charged us for both anyway. I know.
Didn't you ask your server, bro, you literally said...
I was like, I want to go home.
I bet you he or she forgot.
I think so, but whatever. It's fine. They were really, it said birthday flan.
Oh.
I don't know.
And they charged you for birthday flan?
I know. But it was really good. Actually, we still have some downstairs because we were so full we didn't even finish both the desserts. But I was like, I'm taking this home. I'm eating this later. We paid for it.
Correct.
I also don't like throwing away food. So that was cool because I also had leftovers for lunch today. And then I had some dessert when I got home. So that was really chill. So anyway, I'm
frolicking.
Under the moonlight.
That would have me frolicking too.
Joan, what has you frolicking under the moonlight this week?
You know what? I'm going to mirror you and say love also, because my beautiful husband has been so supportive lately. As you know, we've been dealing with a couple of family things, so he's been totally supportive all the way through that, and he's so understanding. And sometimes we get asked to randomly, people will ask for relationship advice, what's the most important thing, la la la, and honestly, I would say communication is really important. One of the biggest things is, he told me, he's like, hey, whatever you need during this time, just please let me know. If I'm not fulfilling some type of need or I'm not understanding, just please let me know. And I told him the same thing too. It's hey, I'm going to be focusing on this thing. If there's ever something that you need that I'm not giving you, please just let me know. And so I think that there are happy moments and there are tough moments, and as long as you do it together and you communicate, that is the most important thing.
Yeah, you can get through it. Honestly, I don't know, maybe we're just married to the right people, but
correct.
Marriage is so easy.
For real, no, but for real though.
Literally a walk in the park. I could do this for 1,000 more years.
When people say, relationships are hard, I'm like, I cannot relate.
Literally.
I literally cannot relate to what you just said.
Literally.
So, for those of you out there in a difficult relationship, you might need to, think about that.
It gets better.
I'm not saying break up or anything, but I'm saying it should be good.
I think you should break up. No, I'm saying.
Break up with him.
I think when you like admire each other, it like makes you hold yourself to a higher standard, and if that's mutual, you're good.
Yeah, I agree with that. Anyway, enough about that. Let's gouge our eyes out for Fear Street Part 3, 1666, released in 2021.
Let me record without my glasses in honor of all those kids that got their eyes taken out.
Oh no! They can't see, so you can't either.
Let's do it. I can't read the synopsis.
Okay, so to start, we're going to go through a no spoiler section that includes a little synopsis that Mariana writes for us. So if you have not watched the movie yet, that's okay. You can listen to this section. So Mariana, take it away.
Let's do it. Okay. I'm gonna put my glasses back.
Yeah, you can
I put it at 200%. I can't read this.
Put on your eyes, girlfriend. Put on your eyes.
Sorry. Okay. I forgot to add the date here. 2021. Hold on. Okay, I'm ready. Fear Street Part 3, 1666, released in 2021, is a paranormal slasher film and the third installment of the Fear Street trilogy. Having previously unearthed Sarah Fier's hand in Fear Street Part 2, Dina finally reunites the witch's hand with the body. The film then takes us back to 1666 and sheds light on the true story of Sarah Fier and the events that led to the curse on Shadyside. Eventually, we return to 1994, where Dina, having learned the truth, attempts to put an end to the curse once and for all.
Mm-hmm. Very good. It was really funny because literally halfway through the movie, they slashed 1994 across the screen again, and it's like part 2.
Yeah.
I was like, so it's Fear Street Part 3, 1666, Fear Street Part 1, 1994, Part 2.
Yeah. Listen.
You know what? I love it.
I love it too.
It's camp.
I really liked this movie. Okay, a lot of these facts, gone through them, but I'll tell you again, this was directed by Lee Janiak, and I learned today that she's divorced from this person now, but they were married since 2015. She was married to Ross Duffer, one half of the Duffer brothers from Stranger Things. They're like the creators of Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. I was like, who dat?
Who dat? Okay. Yeah, so interesting, fun little fact. They wrote the screenplay. It was Lee and Zach. This is my third episode mispronouncing this last name. Olkewicz. Sorry. For our cast, we have everybody from the first 2 movies.
Love. In
this one, which I love. I do think... So Kiana Madeira, she plays Dina, and as we know from the first movie, I didn't love Dina. She's a very angsty teen. Mm-hmm. I do get that, but I loved her as Sarah. Why am I saying Sarah?
Sarah, because it's cooler.
It is cooler.
Sarah.
I loved
Sorry to all
her.
the Sarahs, but maybe if you started pronouncing it as Sarah.
I loved her as Sarah Fier. I thought she did amazing.
I thought Sarah was such an amazing character, and I wish we'd gotten more of her, actually.
And I was so bought in because, like, she's straight up playing a different character. Like, she's no longer Dina, it's Sarah Fier, but I'm like, that...
But I did like that they, like, starting from the very beginning, so this is not really a spoiler, like, whenever you'd see her reflection or, like, have, like, a frontal view of her face, they would switch back between Kiana Madeira and also, like, a different actress.
Yeah, Elizabeth Scopel.
The real Sarah Fier.
Yeah.
So you could tell that it was, like, Dina living through Sarah Fier's life, like it was a flashback.
Yeah. Also, I love that this is like reverse whitewashing because Sarah Fier is white and Dina is not. Shout out. And we have everyone else come back. So we have Ashley Zuckerman as Solomon Good. His name's Ashley?
Ashley?
Like, that is Nick Good.
Could be a girl's name, yeah.
But he's cool, a boy. I like it. I like it. I'm there for it. We have Jillian, right? I think I said Gillian last time. Sorry. Jillian Jacobs, Sadie Sink is here. We have everybody come back, which is just super fun. I have a couple miscellaneous details, and then I want to talk so much about the themes in this movie. I love movies about witchcraft.
Oh, me too.
I think there's just so many like interesting themes that we can talk about, like misogyny, and also like mass hysteria, like that I think are just so interesting.
Mob mentalities.
Mob mentality. I just find that so scary.
Yes.
So whenever horror films have those elements, I find them to be very effective at making me scared. Okay. Now, for this film, this was, again, the third installment, although this was not the first one they filmed. I believe they actually filmed part 2 last. This was part 3. But for this filming, R.L. Stine visited the set, which is kind of cool. So, you know, the movies, the Fear Street movies are based on the Fear Street books by R.L. Stine. So he was on set, which is cool. And then I have some additional, like, fun facts and kind of, honestly, like, just things I didn't notice when I watched the film. So shout out to IMDb trivia. But when, okay, actually, I think I'm just thinking about it right now, and these are all full of spoilers. So actually, these will have to wait. Now, for the release and reception of this film, Fear Street Part 3, 1666, it premiered at the Los Angeles State Historic Park on July 14th, 2021. But the first 2 films were released on July 2nd and July 9th, respectively, and then the third was released on July 16th of 2021, so they were all released back to back. This movie has 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it does have the highest Rotten Tomatoes score out of all 3 films. Part 2 has 88, and then Part 1, I believe, has 86 or something like that. So they all have respectable scores in the 80s. They all pass the class of a B. So shout out. But that is it. I have like a bunch more stuff for spoilers, but really a lot of the miscellaneous details and fun facts that I've covered, I talked about in Part 1 and Part 3 because these were all shot back to back to back. So there wasn't really a whole lot for me to add here.
Yeah. So, like, production was basically almost the same. Exactly. So we can move on to the spoiler section because I'm ready to talk about some of these themes too.
I'm ready to talk about some of these
themes. I also love films about witchcraft.
Yeah.
As you know, my favorite movie
The Vivitch.
is The Vivitch.
This movie had heavy
Vivitch vibes in the beginning, like the first half. Vivitch vibes. It's bitch vibes.
Bitch vibes. Yes.
So, listener, if you have not watched this movie and you do care about being spoiled, just make sure you pause first, watch the movie, and then you come back and finish the episode because this section will include spoilers.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, tell me about stuff.
Okay. So, when Sarah
Say
Fier,
more things.
Here we go. Let me. Here I go. I'll talk. When Sarah Fier is buried, her legs are crossed in the same way as the figure in the Hanged Man tarot card, which represents self-sacrifice.
Okay.
Because Sarah allowed herself to be hanged. Is it hanged or hung? She allowed herself to be hanged, sacrificing herself to save Hannah. God forbid they be lesbian.
For real. God forbid 2 girls just want to make out a little bit.
Yeah, literally.
Hello? They're just jealous. Actually, literally, that's why.
It was literal jealousy.
It was literal jealousy, actually. I didn't even realize. Yeah.
Okay, foreshadowing. In Fear Street Part 2, 1978, camp counselor Kurt, he finds young Nick Good and his hands are covered in blood when Tommy is going on his little murder spree. And Kurt asks Nick, did you do this? And Nick doesn't actually answer the question. He's just like, hey, you gotta help me find these campers.
He will indirectly murder people, but he's not gonna lie.
Yes.
He draws a line.
He is honest. He is honest. This film shows young Nick Good putting Thomas Slater's name on the wall as a part of the satanic ritual, which triggers the possession. So really, he is responsible for the rampage that is happening at Camp Nightwing, which is, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's crazy. Like, he was like, okay, murder, but I'm not gonna lie.
Had his dad died, do you remember? I like very faintly remember, but I could also be making this up in my head. Like his father had recently died. Okay, so because it's established in this third film that it's the firstborn of the Good family who controls the magic.
And a male, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know.
Well, actually,
it's specifically male. It's just I think it just said firstborn.
Historically, the ones that we see are male.
Yeah. So I do wonder, like had his dad died? And then he has to take over the family's magic ritual and stuff like that.
Interesting.
I don't remember.
Or maybe he was just like inducted early.
I don't know why that would be, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So that was kind of interesting. I didn't like really. I wouldn't have caught that at all.
Or maybe it just matters if you're a firstborn.
Yeah. Okay. Also, in this movie, we do see Nick die. Dina removes her coat and she shows Sam that she has this like body armor made of books.
Yes.
And there are a bunch of Fear Street titles, including the first evil Fear Street cheerleaders.
That was cute. I love that.
I love that. Yeah, that was so cute. I love whenever movies reveal, like, actually the bullet didn't hit me. I was wearing this.
It was the medallion you've given me.
Exactly.
It was fate.
It was the pocketbook I put in my breast pocket earlier in the movie.
It's my grandpa's lucky coin.
Literally. Literally. Okay, last one, in Fear Street 1994, so our first one, when Dina calls the hospital to check on Sam, she reaches Sam's mother, who, once she knows it's Dina, she says, "You won't stop until you've ruined her life completely, will you?" And then in this one, Fear Street 1666, Hannah's mother, upon finding the girls together, states, "You won't stop until you've ruined her life, will ya?" So I thought that was kind of interesting.
So I have a headcanon that the actors playing the roles of the pilgrims, those pilgrims are the ancestors of the characters in modern day 1994.
Yeah, I see it.
That's my headcanon.
I'm there. Yeah.
Except for probably Dina.
Sold.
Dina's like doing the whole flashback thing. I don't know. I don't think she's descendant of Sarah Fier, but
yeah, maybe.
Or maybe she is. That's my headcanon anyway.
Yeah.
I have no way to prove this.
Yeah.
Or anything, but yeah, I'm feeling it. That's what the universe is telling me.
That is. Wait, like that's a raven?
Wait. Podcast listeners are so confused.
Yeah, they're like, what's happening? We're just quiet.
You gotta watch the YouTube video.
Yeah. Go on YouTube, like and subscribe. Okay. Alrighty, that's what I have for my fun facts, my miscellaneous details. So now we can talk about our opinions and our thoughts. And I'll start talking about the Vivitch vibes. It makes the whole situation feel so like insular and like very scary. Like the entire setting, it's so like grim. Like the color grading of the film, like everything is like gray. There's not a bright color, which makes sense. Like I think they probably wouldn't have had like dye for textiles, so everything was just like brown or gray or like white. But it just makes everything feel so like eerie. And also I think it's like really interesting like how it starts, like once we jump to 1666, and it starts with Sarah Fier delivering little piglets.
Yeah. Well, she's like literally performing a C-section.
Yeah, basically.
On this pig because our female pig sows.
So yeah, a sow.
Yeah. So like, she takes this knife because like, you know, her brother or whatever is like really like, oh my God, they're gonna die. And she's like, don't be squirmy now. And she just takes this knife and like cuts her open essentially and like delivers these babies.
Maybe she just gives the sow an episiotomy.
Yeah.
Which is the scariest thing of them all. A little nick. That's where they cut you from.
Just a little bit. Just a little. I'm just gonna, just wait. Yeah, I really like the Vivitch vibes. I don't know necessarily that like it's completely like the Vivitch because like,
no, not at all.
Obviously, yeah. But like it's very pilgrim, witch magic coded, which is like very similar. So like I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe just like a good pilgrim horror movie.
I think so.
Whoa.
I think honestly, like thinking about living in those times, I just wouldn't want to be there.
No, it just feels so isolated because it was, you know what I mean? Like you had this community of people that you had to trust with your literal life because you have threats from all over. You have, you know, wild animals, you have Native Americans. Disease, food shortages.
Maybe other groups, like other communities.
Literally anything can kill you at this point, and all you have is this really small community, and it just feels so oppressive. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then we go back to the point of like mass hysteria and mob mentalities. Yeah. If that whole town is against you, like even Hannah says something like, it doesn't even matter that we did. Yeah. It only matters that they believe that we did. Yeah. And that is so true for literally everything. And, you know, we talk a lot about how like the media manipulates our opinions and thoughts. Like, it doesn't matter if these things are true. It only matters that we believe they are true.
Yeah.
And that's a really scary
don't
part.
believe that they're true.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You believe what people are selling you, and that's what's scary.
Yeah, definitely.
I think one of the themes about this is that men ruin everything.
Certainly so. Yeah.
Well, just because like I really feel like there's a whole, I don't know, like patriarchy maybe theme here going on, because it's like the firstborn males are always doing the killing.
Yeah.
And like even men sometimes are victims of the patriarchy if you think about it, because they get turned into killers or they're murdered by the killers. And like you have all these, like all of the people who were accused of being witches, they're all women in this case. Now in reality, men also could be accused of witchcraft and were killed because of it. But it was mostly women. So I think there's a lot to be said here about like toxic masculinity and the patriarchy. I thought that theme was really interesting. Men's egos ruining things. Like literally that guy accused Sarah Fier of being a witch just because she told him off in the funniest way possible.
Oh my god, yeah.
He was so close to like sexually assaulting Hannah.
Yeah.
And Sarah just comes up and she just like tells him off with a joke and everyone laughs at him and he's like got this like boner he's trying to hide.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about the boner.
He's just like still, and I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
The creepiest thing, and so then of course he like lies and says that he saw them riding up on the horse or whatever and turn into
he did see them kissing, but then he lies about everything else.
Yeah. Wait, did he though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was Solomon who saw them kissing.
No, I think it was him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Solomon for sure did, because Sarah was talking about how she heard something in the woods and she saw something, and it was Solomon.
Yeah.
That was Solomon, but he probably did. I mean, I don't know.
No, I think he definitely did, because he was like kind of stalking after them and like sulking because he was told off.
Yeah.
And insulted and embarrassed, which he fully deserved.
He fully deserved that.
Also,
but then he made it everyone else's problem.
That's true.
So, ego.
Yeah.
Men's egos ruining things. That's one of the one of the themes of this story. My favorite part of this movie was like the first half, like Sarah Fier's part for sure.
Absolutely.
Like, I appreciated how they wrapped it up at the end.
Yeah,
I thought it was nice and neat.
Yeah.
And really cool.
I like how it like started at the mall, ended at the mall.
Yeah.
That was cool.
But then like Sarah was just such a better character than Dina.
Sarah was just so like interesting, and she did such a good job. Like it didn't give Dina vibes at all, which is why I liked it so much. Literally. So I will say, I think this one is my favorite one by like a very small margin. The second one is still really great. Like the camp vibes and the music.
The camp vibes.
So that really
I love the Pilgrim vibes.
Yeah, you do love the Pilgrim vibes.
I love a good like low tech.
Yeah.
No social media.
Low tech, historical vibe.
Yeah. I also love the fact that this is a prolonged lesbian love story.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, like in that first half, like with Sarah Fier, I think Sarah probably said it. She was like, I'll get you out of here. Mm-hmm. We'll live alone by ourselves. And then one day we'll kiss under daylight or something like that. And then at the very end, like the last shot essentially before credits rolled, were Dina and Sam kissing on Sarah's grave.
Aww.
In the daylight.
Aww.
In the woods.
I didn't even catch that. Yeah. That's so good.
And I was like, you know what? 300 years later, Queens. Okay, I love that for them. I was like, you know what? I hope Sarah and Hannah somewhere in the ether, wherever they're at, are looking down upon this lesbian love story and loving every minute of it. Yeah. And I hope they're holding hands and kissing in the daylight wherever they're at.
Dancing on.
I mean, they're fictional characters, mind you. But I really hope they're doing that.
No, I believe they're out there.
Right.
Hey, if we believe.
If we believe anything is possible.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, yeah. I want to like take it back to like the whole, you know, mass hysteria, like mass panic that went like down, because it really is so scary to me. And right now, like, we started rewatching season 4 of Stranger Things in preparation for season 5, which comes out so soon. And it was, like, so good because in the Stranger Things season 4, it's, like, set in the 80s, and so that was, like, you know, the height of, like, satanic panic, and, like, people are going crazy over that. And it's just, like, this fear of things that are, like, unknown or weird or new, and I think this fear is, like, so interesting because ultimately I think it's very, like, ingrained in our being as, like, a survival, like, as an instinct. It's, like, an adaptation that we developed of, like, oh, like, something we don't recognize, like, it might be wise to be afraid of that thing. And I think that now that we live in, like, a civilized society, for the most part, arguably, are we very civilized? But for the most part, like, I think that can manifest itself into, like, all these, like, horrible things, like, you know, misogyny, homophobia. But in Stranger Things specifically, it's, like, it condemns this totally innocent character. Granted, he does look pretty guilty.
In Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Okay, remind me. I don't remember.
Okay,
This has
spoilers
been so
for
long.
Stranger Things season 4. But yeah, like, they're looking for Eddie because they think that he killed Chrissy. But really, it was, like, you know, Vecna or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And Eddie, like, obviously, he's, like... I thought it was so funny because now that I play D&D, I'm like, oh my god, I would have been a pariah. I'm a woman and I play D&D. Are you kidding me? But yeah, Eddie... he plays D&D and he's a weirdo and he, like, you know, loves playing guitar and he's poor and all these things, and so it's, like, automatically assumed that, you know, this is the work of the devil and he's, like, you know, committing these crimes when Eddie's completely innocent, obviously. Justice for Eddie. Oh my god, I cried so much when he died. Oh my god. He did die in the most iconic way that he could have possibly gone. He's, like, fucking
Good
like,
for him, King.
playing guitar
Good for
on top
you.
of, like, a trailer with all these bats coming at him. It was pretty metal. I think, honestly, it was, like, such a good way to go for Eddie. But anyway, very excited for Stranger Things season 5, by the way.
So, like, when you're... Okay, mob mentality, mass hysteria is really scary because when you get people acting on, like, an instinctual, emotional level, it is, like, so impossible to calm people down, right? Yeah. And it's not like you can fight them off either. Like, maybe one or two people, sure, like, maybe you could fight them off. But if you have, like, your whole entire village, first of all, even if you get away, where are you gonna go? How are you gonna survive? By yourself in the wilderness? You're not. Okay, so, and then also, like, knowing the truth yourself and understanding that people are just, like, lying because of, like, emotions and, like, these like weird psychopathic tendencies, essentially, or not psychopathic, but like psychological manipulation and, like, these things that they don't understand. I think that's, like, the most frustrating thing of all. I really loved Sarah's curse on the Good family, like, before she was hung or hanged. You know, when she was saying, like, the truth, I will always be upon you like a shadow or whatever. And I was like, yes, I love that. Like, she's essentially casting a spell on him, you know what I mean? In that, like, her last moments. And I just love that. Like, Sarah Fier might not be a witch, but she was a witch in that moment. And I really loved that. On that, I guess, like, witchcraft really, to me, symbolizes a lot of, like, taking back power from, like, the patriarchy and, like, things that are status quo. I think maybe that's one of the reasons why I love witchcraft stuff so much, especially I think the gay community too, like, really resonates with witchcraft stuff. For example, ask any gay what their favorite season of American Horror Story is, and they'll tell you it's Coven. Okay. I mean, it was really good. But I'm saying, like the gays, even if they don't watch American Horror Story, they have watched that. And it's because we identify with, like, powerful feminine energy so much. Because we are also, as gay men, ostracized from society because sometimes we are deemed as effeminate.
It's this fear of, like, the other or something that doesn't fit in, and so have y'all seen the new Frankenstein?
Not yet.
Okay, but you know the story of Frankenstein. Like, there's no spoilers here. That's been out for a while.
Well, don't spoil the end of the movie.
I won't, but so just talking about, like, the monster, obviously, the creature in Frankenstein, the creature is not inherently bad. In fact, I would argue the creature is good. And I loved Jacob Elordi in this. Jacob Elordi, if you're free on Thursday. I'm not, because I'll be hanging out with my husband. No, that would be someone else.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Logan knows. Do you know Logan?
I'm totally zoned out.
Okay, Logan is not even paying attention.
Are you playing Slay the Spire right now, bro? Yeah! Bro!
I thought you were going to grade.
What am I grading?
For real. He's
said you
grading
went to go get
cards
your
right now, okay?
Okay.
He's grading cards.
Anyway, in Guillermo del Toro's new movie, and I think in all the Frankenstein iterations, because I think that's like part of the book, you have this monster who is, treated poorly because he looks different, but really he is inherently good. And in the film, there is a connection between the creature and Elizabeth, who is sort of Victor Frankenstein's love interest, even though, I won't say anything more than that. But as a woman, like, there is this, like, thing between Elizabeth and the creature where they can, like, see and understand each other. And it's because they both know what it's like to be on the outs, because it is a patriarchal society, and when you are not a man, or a white man specifically, like you're on the outs of that, and you are like just not treated with the same like respect or like inherent respect that you might get if you are a white man. So that was kind of interesting, and I feel like we see that in a lot of like horror film monsters, like vampires, or witches specifically.
I mean, monsters, I feel like historically, especially in film, have and books, have like were made to signify something about like the otherness of being human. You know what I mean? Whether that is something sexual, or whether that is within a power structure or a racial structure. And I don't think that this movie is any different than that. Yeah. Like, Sarah Fier was made into a monster to sort of like...
to fit the, like, narrative.
Yeah, to fit the narrative.
The majority wanted to tell.
Correct. Yes, correct. Yeah. And so then, in a way, she kind of becomes this symbolism of, like, being a victim to those systems. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because it almost feels like it's easier to turn her into a monster so that it fits the nice little neat narrative that you would expect, rather than challenging the ideas that this community had, and being like, oh, like, maybe they're not witches, maybe women loving women is okay, that is something that they would have had to be like completely open-minded, and that would have been so outside of like their little box of comfort. So instead they're like, she's doing magic with the devil. That sounds so stupid when I say it out loud. It's like, these two girls love each other, or they're doing witchcraft and they're casting spells. Fucking crazy.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Listen. And then, absolutely. I think there's also like misogyny at play here, and witch tends to be like an insult sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
And also like, at the time in 1666, pioneer days and pilgrim days, the men are the head of household and the women are expected to be subservient. And through like 95% of this trilogy, Sarah Fier is like the main villain, and like the whole time we're like fighting Sarah Fier. We got to break this curse with Sarah Fier, and turns out it was never Sarah Fier to begin with.
Yeah, and I kind of want to talk about that. I think it's really cool that this curse came with a safeguard. Yeah, it's like anyone who was trying to discover the truth, immediately the curse would sick like all of these killers after them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because like, I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, that's weird though. So like, why does coming in contact with Sarah Fier's body mark you for death? Like, because Sarah wants to get the truth out. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so it's like, why would she send killers after them? This isn't even her curse. Yeah. Like, I was wondering about that, and I was like, well, the curse must have some kind of safeguard against people learning the truth. Yeah. And so like the curse is going to do everything it can to maintain the status quo because it's like feeding the devil or whatever. So you're really like fighting against this like supernatural power that's not just Nick Good, but it's quite literally the devil. And so I thought that was really interesting as far as curses go, that this curse like protected itself in a way. What did you think? Did you catch that? What do you think about that?
So the way that I like, so what I understood it, but I think you're right. I don't know if it was like the curse just like on its own, or if like Nick Good or like, you know, the good men, whenever they knew what was like that someone was like trying to find out the truth, they would like, you know, sick the killers on them. But the way I interpreted the curse too was like, whenever they need like a favor, they just gotta kill a few people. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. It's like,
well, they just gotta give a name so that those people can kill people.
Exactly. But then something good happens in Sunnyvale. So it's like, oh my god, Sunnyvale, we need to fix the water treatment plant in Sunnyvale.
We need a new park.
Kill people. We need a new park. Kill people.
Okay, also, you could literally have anything you wanted and you chose to be sheriff. Girl, I would wish for like a yacht.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like a plane.
Nick Good's house is pretty good. A plane.
I guess we never really got to see exactly how wealthy Sunnyvale is. I mean, we saw like the really nice houses, etc. So maybe they do have a yacht.
Nick Good's house is like nice.
But then, like, how can you afford a yacht when you're the sheriff?
Yeah.
Maybe he also sacrificed people for stonks.
Stonks. He like sacrificed a bunch of people, and the devil was like, "Hey, you should buy Bitcoin." And this was like what, 2012,
and
so
Nick
he's
Good
rich.
was like, period.
What's Bitcoin? What's a Bitcoin?
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, you sacrifice people to be what, mayor? Like, why not president?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean. I'm like,
in fact, Nick Good needed to have been thinking bigger than this.
Yeah, Nick, I'm really disappointed at the way you used to curse. So, hand it over, I guess.
Yeah, like, do better. You should have done more. You should have killed more people to become president.
Yeah.
Why weren't you doing it? I think the curse was tied to the land. So I think maybe he needed to stay local.
Oh,
it's a local curse.
It's a local curse.
The curse's jurisdiction was only like within the county lines.
I guess that's all Solomon Good could afford to do, I guess. You know, kind of lame. I wish if his power,
you know,
was
like
not...
if you went out of the county, like that was a whole other curse over there.
Yeah, it's a different curse bracket.
Yeah.
It's a different code.
Yeah, and the curses don't really like talk to each other, so
it's like really inefficient.
Yeah,
there's a lot of bureaucracy in hell. You just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, the range of that thing was poor. It didn't really get very far.
You could only
Maybe
kill...
you need like a range extender, like you know, for your Wi-Fi modem.
Get me an improved gateway for this curse, please.
Yeah.
Satan, where's customer
He's
service?
on like IT support with hell. He's like,
I'm having trouble with the range of my curse.
No, don't put me on hold. I've been listening to people suffering for like 50 minutes already.
Yes, I tried turning it off and turning it back on again.
Zero. Can I talk to an actual demon, not just a robot?
He's like, hell AI is the worst.
Like, can I escalate this to a higher demon? Like,
Get me at least Beelzebub, like, dang.
That's so funny.
But I really like I actually really want to explore more lore. I would not be mad if they made like a Fear Street.
There's a prom queen.
There's a prom queen, but is it the same like series? Okay, me neither.
I think it's the same series. It's like Fear Street Prom Queen. It's called.
So I wonder if it's within the same curse.
I think it's set in the 80s. So I think it would be within the same curse, because you know the curse was broken in 1994, and this one is. I want to say it's set in the 80s. I could be wrong. Let me look it up.
Okay, that would be really cool if it was, because I want to explore more about it. Like, I want to know more about the curse, more about how the magic works. What the hell is that tumor thing that's in, underground?
What is it made of?
What's
it's set
it made
in
of?
1988.
Okay, and this is the same curse?
It focuses on a mass killer who targets the prom queen candidates of Shadyside High on the night of their senior dance.
Okay. So maybe it is the same thing. So we'll have to watch that. But
It is connected to the original trilogy.
It is.
It's considered the 4th installment.
Oh, great.
Oh my god, we have to do another one now.
Oh my god, we have to watch it.
I thought we were done.
No.
We will watch this one together.
Okay.
I'll save myself.
Period. You hear that, Logan?
Yes.
He's not paying attention.
Yeah.
What are we
He's locked in to slay the spire, bro. It's okay, yeah. He's slaying the spire, y'all.
Saving yourself for my husband. Oh, fuck.
You have to listen. Like,
I gotta see. What was that communication thing we talked about?
Nah. I thought the trap setup was really comical towards the end of the movie.
yeah.
Like I love trap setups because people really like to pretend like they have all the time in the world to set up these traps. I'm like, girl, you can barely get prom set up in one evening.
It was also really Scooby-Doo coded.
Yeah,
with like all the gates
for sure.
at the mall. I was like, this is really
Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. It all goes back to that film.
It all goes back to Scooby-Doo.
And the Witch's
I think
Ghost,
all these movies were pretty like informed by other horror films.
I agree, yeah.
And I like, there's
pretty cool,
no
though.
way that they didn't like use Scooby-Doo as inspo, but it was really cool, and I loved the ending. I was sad that Ziggy died. What's her face? What's her? Cindy?
Yeah, C. Bergman.
C. Bergman, yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
Constance is her name, but I was sad that she perished.
I hate that for
we
her.
did finally kill Nick Good, and
what a way to go, by the way.
Yeah.
That was awesome. You
Yeah.
know what? That's the one redeeming fact Dina has. The kill. That kill was really cool, Dina.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl.
literally,
He deserved that.
He did.
He did. Okay. One last thing before we move on to the good, the bad, the spooky. I just want to know your overall thoughts, like, across the 3 films, like, transcending the 3. Obviously, the second one was your favorite, and then the third one, and then the first one.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you feel like the films did as far as, like, telling a like, holistic story?
Holistic. I
You
like
know
that
what I
word.
mean? Holistic story.
I really liked the story as a whole. And I think the films did a really good job with the, sequel, prequel situation. I thought it was easy to follow. Like, I wasn't really super confused, and I did really enjoy the ending and, like, the plot twist. Like, I was totally bought in that Sarah Fudge. Why do I keep doing that? Sarah. That Sarah Fier was evil. And even until, like, whenever, like, Dina finally comes out of, like, the thing, I was like, my silly little brain, I was like, no, the sheriff is still good. He's cool. He was not, obviously. So, the plot twist at the end, like, I was still surprised, but I really enjoyed all of them. I think they did such a good job at, like, creating, like, oh my god, what's the word? Like, the mood or, like, the setting.
Yeah.
Like,
the mood,
especially because each film is set in like a different like decade era, and so I thought that was really excellent. I think the only thing that I had a little bit of trouble with sometimes was like I think specifically because the first one was my least favorite. It was specifically because I didn't like the characters as much as I liked the characters in the second one or the third one, which I really do like. The 1666 was like my favorite, and I really like loved Sarah Fier, and I as soon as I started watching that, immediately I was like, I don't think she's evil. Like, I don't think she's evil. And what's her name? The actress that plays Dina, Kiana. She just did such a good job. And
yes.
I also loved the way she spoke. Because, they spoke in like
with
that old English. With the accents. And I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. I like it.
I love.
So I do think holistically it did a really good job. I loved all the different like decades and the settings and the costumes. I thought that was fantastic, and it was just like entertaining, and it was fun. Like, I had a lot of fun watching these movies, so I thought overall great. What about you? What are your thoughts?
I really love this trilogy, actually. So like, once I finished part 3, I really was like, this is like a 10 out of 10 trilogy for me.
Yeah.
The movies are not 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, individually, you know? But like, the whole story in and of itself across the 3 decades is incredible.
Yeah.
I think they did a phenomenal job. You know, R.L. Stine, I haven't read the books, I kind of want to now, but R.L. Stine really did a great job at establishing villains at the beginning and then subverting those towards the end and saying something really important about the systems that are set up specifically to keep people down and raise others up, like in the other people's expense.
Yeah.
And I feel like the themes are incredible. Even though I didn't really like Dina as a character, she was somewhat redeemed by the end of the third movie.
Yeah.
And I love Sarah Fier. Like, I think she is probably my favorite character along with Ziggy.
Young Ziggy.
Young Ziggy, yeah. I think both of those characters were like my absolute favorites.
Yeah.
No notes. Like, I really feel like holistically, like all three parts are a 10 out of 10 story for me. And I wish actually that Netflix would make, like, they'll never do this because they're a streaming service, but I wish they would release like a Blu-ray of all three movies, like cut all together.
A DVD set.
Not even a DVD set, but just like one disc.
Oh, one disc.
With the whole story without any cuts in between.
Yeah.
Like, I would love that actually.
Yeah.
But you know, a girl can dream.
I think it really helped, like, the holisticness, the holisticality.
Wholeness?
The wholeness of the trilogy. It helped that it was all, like, written, directed by the same people, and that it was shot, like, back to back to back.
Yes, I
like,
agree with that.
It helps so much with, like, the continuity of it all, and it really, it does feel like everything was, like, meticulously thought out throughout, you know, the whole story, so...
It was amazing.
Agree with you.
Yeah. I think for me the trilogy was definitely a 10 out of 10. And you know what else? While you were talking, I thought about something that I was like, oh, you make a good point. As far as like Nick Good being good, but then at the end he's like, no, he's not a good guy. You know, it's almost like Nick has like weird redeeming qualities, and this kind of goes back to also like not everyone is 100% good and not everyone is 100% evil. Like Nick legitimately, I think, really loved Ziggy. I think he really loved her, and I think he would have protected her had she been someone different than who she was. Like, cause Ziggy was very much an altruist. Like, she was like very much about telling the truth because her sister was murdered, and she was like, no, you can't get away with this. But I think if she had been like, I forgive you or whatever, he would have like wifed her up.
Really? Like
think so.
Like in 1994?
Yeah, because he only went after her, like to kill her, after she tried to kill him, which is what happened to Sarah Fier.
Yeah.
Like, that there is that parallel.
There is a parallel there for sure, because also, like, I mean...
Like, if Sarah Fier had been like, it's okay, Solomon, I forgive you, Solomon would have wifed her up.
Yeah, because they were totally setting that up from the beginning.
Yeah.
She was, like, kind to him and brought him a little piglet, which, by the way, like...
And he, like, tried defending her
by the
at
way,
the witch
like,
trials.
If a mother animal has a baby animal, you can just separate them at birth. That's not how that works. That little baby has to like feed on the mom for a little while. But they just took that little piggy and threw it in a bag and gave it to Solomon. But yeah, there was like this weird like sort of relationship between Sarah Fier and Solomon, and then there was the relationship between
Dad
Ziggy
was trying to like
Nick.
marry her off to Solomon, which is how things worked in
chemistry
66.
and
1666.
Well,
that
and
is.
also it doesn't help that Sarah Fier was a lesbian, or maybe she was bisexual. Those people are real. Did you know bisexual people are real?
It's true. Look it up.
It's true. Look it up.
He also told her he loved her when she was trying to kill him.
Yes, she was trying to kill him, and he did say that he loved her. And he was like, calm down. And she was like, no, I'll never like do anything with you and all this other stuff. And like Ziggy very much reminds me of Sarah Fier, like back then. This like just like rough and tumble like girl who's like who's a little snarky, you know, like a little edgy or whatever. I feel like Nick would have wifed up Ziggy for sure. 100% if Ziggy had been like, no, my sister doesn't matter or whatever. Yeah. And I really do think Nick wanted to protect her. Like, I don't think, you know, we go back to like Nick being honest or whatever. He really did, like, because there's a flashback for 78 where he tells her, like, I forget exactly the words, but he said I'm not gonna let you die specifically. You know, like, everyone else can die, but I'm not letting you die. And he rescues her. He saves her with the magical CPR.
He kept his promise.
He kept his promise. So I think he's a really good metaphor / symbol for somebody who means well but refuses to make a difference.
Yeah. Or someone who has like the pressure of this like legacy, essentially.
Yeah.
And like was brought up in that. And I think specifically like young Nick Good, like I understand his decision to like, you know, he does save Ziggy, but then he does not back her up.
Right.
Whenever she's trying to tell like, you know, the truth about what happened. He was young, and so, you know, people tend to not be emotionally mature at that age. So I get that, because I'm sure he grew up in this family where like that was the expectation. He was raised to become sheriff and become this person who does this thing. So I understand that. But then, yeah, when he's older, can't really excuse it when he's young. He like got a bunch of people killed, but
right.
but when he's older, it's like he should have definitely known better by then, especially because there definitely was something between him and Ziggy, and like when he sees her again, like you can see like his face.
Yeah,
you know?
And you can tell that he's like there was always a part of him that was conflicted about doing the things that he did. It does not absolutely excuse that he did do those things, but I feel like in a way, that's the tragedy of Nick Good.
Yeah.
Like, Nick really is a good person raised to do bad things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that is really not relatable necessarily, but like,
it's interesting.
Not to me. It is interesting. And I think it gives us new perspectives on people like in real life.
Yeah.
Who like, you can tell that they're trying to do good, but they were raised a certain way, or they have certain values that were instilled within them that kind of missed the mark with like who they are as a person.
It's like breaking patterns and breaking like cycles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which is hard to do.
It's hard to do. It does not excuse the bad behavior.
No, it doesn't. He killed a lot of people.
I'm not trying to.
Killed a lot of people. He's a murderer.
I'm not trying to excuse Nick's actions, but I'm saying like that's the tragedy of his character. You know what I mean? So that was a really cool point that you made. It made me think of that.
It was definitely very like self-preservation with like Nick throughout the films, especially like in the second one. Like obviously like he was the one who was up to no good, so he like preserves the secret to preserve his family and, you know, Sunnyvale or whatever. Whereas Sarah Fier, instead, she like sacrifices herself, and it's the opposite of self-preservation. She's being selfless in order to save someone that she loves, and she dies for that reason.
Girl, you better clock that. That's so deep.
I didn't even mean to.
Dude, I love that. You're so right. We need to write that down on a shirt or something, for real. Okay, let's do the good, the bad.
I've always said that.
Yes. Okay, let's do the good, the bad, the spooky.
Let's do it.
What's your good?
The Vivitch vibes. The Vivitch vibes. Even though that's okay, this movie was long. Like I remember,
it was like 2 hours.
Yes, I'm like they came back out of 1666 back to 1994, and I paused it. I was like, oh my god, there's still so much movie left. But that was my favorite part of this movie. So for sure, the Vivitch vibes. Also, Sacrifice in the Name of Love. I'm just like in a lovey mood lately, but I love that. I love the acting in this movie. I love the accents. But yeah, just in general, like the Vivitch vibes. What about you?
This was my favorite one of the three, I think. I love Sarah Fier's story. That was absolutely my favorite part of all three movies, actually. Because it was like, you know, I love bad endings. So it was like a bad ending, but like it was almost like she was taking her power back, even though she was powerless to stop her own death. But then there was a redemption at the end when both Sarah Fier and Dina stabbed Nick Good in the eye. Bro, that was so satisfying. I was like, period, queens, let's fucking go. I'm sad for that, okay? The conclusion of the story was really great, where they kissed in the daylight and everything sort of like coming full circle. That was actually beautiful. Like, I was like a little teary, like, okay, I'm so happy that two lesbians got to kiss.
Yes, lesbians, let's go lesbians.
No, it was beautiful. Like, I really thought like, I think being gay too is one of those things, like when you're little.
You're gay?
I'm not, but my husband is.
Oh my god!
But like, you know, growing up and listening to some rhetoric that says like you won't find love, or this is a bad thing, like you're sick, or like it's a mental illness or whatever, and like really fearing being persecuted for who you are and loving who you want to love. It was painful to see Sarah and Hannah like interact and tell each other like, do you think we brought this sin onto the world?
Yeah.
And it was just heartbreaking. And then it was such a release to like finally be able to see the two actors, even though maybe not the two characters, but the two same actresses kiss in the daylight in public. And it was just, it's so cathartic.
Yeah. There's even like one part where they're like in the woods and they're like, oh my God, like we shouldn't do this. And they're like, this is wrong. And she's like, how can this be wrong? Like, it doesn't feel wrong.
Right.
And so,
exactly.
Yeah.
So that really, like, honestly, it's a gay movie.
Yeah. It's a great,
it's a gay trilogy. Period. Honestly. What was your bad?
Okay, I have two bad for this movie. Killing the piggies. Horrible, terrible. And I didn't write it on here.
No one killed the piggies. The mom ate the piggies.
Oh, that's right.
The mom ate them. That was part of the whole pestilence and curse that the town was experiencing.
And the dog dying in the well. Horrible. Horrible, terrible. Yeah, that was the worst. I don't like it when animals die in movies, but you're so right. Yeah, like the mom ate the piggies.
Yeah, and that's why, and then Sarah Fier killed her because I think like once that happens, it's like you can't trust her to like make more. Yeah. So then you have to like kill it for meat or something.
Bacon.
Yeah, bacon.
What about you? What's your bad?
Honestly, there's not many. I kind of wanted more Sarah Fier.
More Sarah. Yeah.
I was sad when that period ended. I was like, now we gotta go back to 1991.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. And then I'm actually kind of sad that all of her friends died. Because, like, there was no magic to bring them back. You know, I'm like, her friends were the more interesting characters. And I'm really sad that they're gone. And for what reason? They couldn't take off their clothes?
That was, okay.
Even Ziggy took her shirt off. And she was like, it's just my shirt. It's full of blood.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all couldn't have thought of that shit back then, when the other characters were in danger.
Yeah.
Damn.
I love the super soakers with blood water in them. Brilliant.
Super soakers were such. It's so 90s coded. I actually love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, what's your spooky?
Men. Snitches.
Have you seen the movie Men?
No.
We need to watch it.
Oh my God, what's that?
It's
Man.
It's an actually insane movie. So it's about this girl.
Oh, I have seen the trailers. Yes. Don't tell me anything more.
The ending is insane.
Oh my God. Okay, wait.
Review it.
This lady is. You know what else I want to review?
What?
Blair Witch Project.
Period. Done and done, girl.
Like literally, like as soon as possible. The OG.
Oh, period. That's the next one.
I'm literally like. First of all, I want to rewatch it because it's been a minute.
For real, yeah.
Second of all, like I think that's
a movie you need to watch with like all the lights off.
That's a movie that scared the shit out of me.
Maybe a little inebriated.
No cap. Wait, we should record that episode in the backyard.
Yes.
That'd be fun.
Yes.
We'll be outside in my tiny backyard, so it's not gonna feel like we're in the woods or anything. But it's the vibes. We'll have a bonfire going. We can eat marshmallows.
Okay, what's the second thing?
We can eat marshmallows because they're soft. Yeah, just people and also men and also snitches. Those are my spooky. What about you?
The preacher was legitimately scary.
You're so right. When he came at her,
when she walked, or whoever, he walked into that chapel and he saw like what was on the ground. The pile of eyes was insane, and then Sarah walks in, and that's what starts the mass hysteria, which I completely understand, having a complete psychotic breakdown when your kids are all, you know, all the kids have had their eyes gouged out and slain, and then you have the preacher with his eyes gouged out, tapping on the podium with the thing that he gouged the eyes out with.
Crazy.
I would also flip shit. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm sad that we did not get to see more of him.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he was ever one of the ones who took him after them.
No, he wasn't.
And I really wish they had done that.
I agree. Some
of the visceral shots were pretty amazing. Like, like the pig giving birth, the pig eating the kids, her hand being ripped off. Because mind you, he had this dull ass knife that he chopped half of her wrist with, and then the rest of it, he like ripped like the hand off of her arm.
The squelching sound.
The squelching sounds.
Good, but crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
So the visceral parts were actually really great.
She would have died from infection. She would have gotten sepsis anyway.
Yeah.
Sarah was gonna die.
You know what, Sarah? You did the right thing, girlfriend. Yeah. Okay, let's rate this movie by how many berries you would take at the fire in the woods.
I would take 4 berries.
I love that.
4 berries.
I would take 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be like, I saved you some.
Oh, that's so sweet. Half of a berry.
Yeah. Okay, now let's read some hilarious letterbox reviews.
Let's do it.
Okay, you want to take it away first?
All right. This is Mary. This review may contain spoilers. Never trust a rich man. Only trust the LGBTQ plus community. T.
I mean, really. I mean, the lesbians and the bisexuals saved us here. So, this one is by Linz. The Gaslightification of Sarah Fier.
Yes.
Literally gaslighted so hard.
Literally so girl boss.
Thank you, Sarah. We owe you one.
Thank you for your service. Okay, this is Aaliyah. Maybe the real horror was the exploitation of the working class and the villainization of marginalized peoples.
Period.
T.
That's what this movie's about, right? Like this trilogy, it's about like the oppression in order to elevate another part of society. I mean, it's happened before and it will happen again.
Happening.
It's happening now, correct.
We're in it.
This one's by Ali Bug.
Ooh, cute.
I thought Solomon was bae, but turns out he wasn't even fan.
True. That reminds me, have you seen that meme? It's from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the live action, where he's like, don't even talk to me. We're done.
No, but I need this too.
Oh my God.
Also, can we talk about the fact that the actor who plays Nick Good, what's his name? Do you
Ashley.
Remember? Ashley, that's right. Can we talk about the fact that Ashley looked so good in long hair and a beard? I was like, okay, Solomon's got it going on.
He looked really good in long hair.
And then he got a haircut and shaved, and I was like, oh.
He was so sexy. Solomon was so sexy. And Sheriff Good, I was like,
Sheriff Good, I was like, I mean, you
fine.
could take it or leave it. Like,
yeah. I'll leave it. Thank you. Did you read Ali Bug? You read Ali Bug.
I did read Ali.
Okay, this is, Harlequinade. So the good family made a deal with the devil and asked for their town to be better than the other town. The fuck is this? Eagleton versus Pawnee Satanic Edition. That is so funny. You're so right. Like, if you're gonna make, oh my God.
That's what I'm saying,
truly,
bro.
like, misused.
Oh my
Deal
God.
with the devil.
They were really like,
literally.
you know what? I want a house with all of the pillars you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
And that's what they got.
Yeah.
Like the shots of the houses, like they were nice houses, but they had all like the pillars. I don't even remember what that style of architecture is called. But I was like, really? This is what you do with your... I hope it has a pool at least. Like...
It has an underground dungeon.
And that about does it for today. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed the podcast, tell your friends about us, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and rate us 5 stars in whatever app or podcast service you use to bring on the spooks.
Please follow us on our socials by going to scarymovienights.com or by looking us up on any platform. You can also message us through our socials or by sending an email to spooky@scarymovienights.com.
Tell us in the comments what you think about Fear Street Part 3, 1666. How many berries would you eat under the moonlight in the forest? That was a horrible accent, but I love it.
I liked it.
I'm Joanne.
I'm Mariana.
And thanks for joining us for another Scary Movie Night. See you in 2 weeks. Stay spooky. Do you want to frolic in the woods? And
Berries and cream. You sounded like a little lad who loves berries and cream.